All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to move on to the next topic, which is grabbers. We're going to practice some introductions, and within these introductions, we're going to look for many different ways to grab the reader's attention with that very first sentence. So ultimately, the goal of this lesson is for you to, for your own topic, write your own attention grabbers so you can continue to practice this writing technique so you get really good at it because it really is a useful technique. All right, so the as you know, that in the great opening, the first lines reach out and hook the reader. What we call a grabber. It could be referred to a hooker, or maybe even a lead, depending on the English teacher you're talking about. It's a couple different terms for that. And there are a number of different ways to grab those readers' attention, and we're going to take a look at these over the course of this lesson. There is, number one, a graphic description. Oops. There is a catchy question, a surprising statement, an amazing action, a strong opinion, statistics, interesting fact or detail. You could use a quote. You could use a list of 3 words or even a comparison. The question is, what do you need to write in order to be able to engage your reader? What do you need to write to capture their attention right off the bat? And there's a long list right here. And this long list, this long list will be available to you as you complete the next part of the assignment as well. All right, so this Prezi here asks you to identify some of the types of introductions, but we're going to kind of go through that together as we move through. All right, so here's the first one. A little bit simple, but maybe effective. What type of attention grabber does this report on recycling have? Let's take a look. How would you like to build a mansion from trash items? Believe it or not, it can be done. Obviously, that right there is a question, a statement at the end, but that question kind of gets the reader engaged. Do you mean I can build a mansion from garbage? Ooh, that type of question is thought-provoking. It's an interesting question, and most likely the essay that follows will be interesting as well. So there's one type. You can picture that as being the first sentence in an introduction about maybe reusing, reducing, recycling, so on and so forth. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. Next one is, ooh, this is nice. A crystal trail of shattered glass. Newsprint, wind glued against the green metal siding, and heaps of cans bulging from soggy paper bags. Disgusting, I thought, as I walked up to the trash bin in the back of our apartment. And to think it was all a waste. So right there is another type of lead, a couple of misspellings in there, I apologize. But right there in that little paragraph right there, that's the detailed description. So the writer has decided, you know what, if I get really descriptive and I kind of paint a picture for my reader, that could really be effective. This is one of my favorite types of introduction. I think it allows kids who really excel at creative writing or want to practice their creative writing chops to lay down some description that definitely engages. So this is another type of introduction lead type. Okay. Here's another one. The concept of recycling is not a new one. Our grandparents and great-grandparents crafted clothes from old remnants of material and cultivated compost heaps from food scraps, all in an effort to reuse their materials. So this type of attention grabber, if it takes you back a little bit, it kind of gives you a historical situation. It gives you, just a historical look at what people used to do in the past. So it's setting up the rest of the essay, which will be about reducing, reusing, and recycling by kind of giving you a look at what was done in the past. All right, let's take a look at another one. Maddie finished her soda, reared back, and tossed the can in an arc right into the trash can. Clunk, made it for 2 points, but she missed a golden opportunity to recycle. I want you to think about this one. So what's really going on in this sentence? What kind of a lead is this? Okay, good. I know I've only given you a few seconds to think, but this is more of a story or anecdotal lead. This writer has maybe created a character in her mind, had this character kind of go through a scenario that will help us really think about the topic of the essay, and I think has done a nice job engaging the reader. Let's take a look at another one. Did your grandmother's 1980 Chevy just blow 2 rear tires on a rural dirt road in the Blue Ridge Mountains? Don't worry. Pick up your cell phone and dial 1-800-AAA-AUTO. Whether you are stuck in a horrendous traffic jam or relaxing in a romantic restaurant, one of the world's latest high-tech gadgets, the cell phone, may either be the answer to your prayers or a major pain in your derriere. So that right there looks to me like a pretty full introduction. Starts off with a question. So that is the first sentence is a question, and it kind of leads us down. I would say that last sentence, the kind of advantages of a cell phone, will be the thesis of this essay. All right, let's take a look at 2 more. Imagine $1 million in your pocket instantly. It might make your head spin just thinking about it. This is a problem I'd love to have. This lead, just think about it for a few minutes. What could it be? Okay. This starts off with some exclamations. It starts off with an announcement in a scenario, trying to get the reader to put himself in the position of someone going through the situation. And again, another way to engage the reader. Let's look at one more, and then we're going to wrap this up, send you to the next part of this assignment. What type of attention grabber, what kind of grabber does this essay on the lottery have? What would you do if you won the lottery? There are so many possibilities. Obviously, this introduction starts off with another question as a grabber. So to sum up, when you're writing an introduction, that very first step is to grab the reader's attention. That's really what we're focusing on today. I'm going to put you through a couple of activities to get you to practice this skill. Imagining some scenarios, imagining some words that you can put down on the paper that would really grab the reader's attention as you sit down to write this introduction. Let's see how you do.